Good dawning, and welcome to another episode of Good Dawning with myself. My name is Josh, Mr. Floyd, and welcome, guys. Grateful to be here on this Friday, and grateful that you are all here as well. Today's going to be a little bit different as we are going to combine, if you have anything, live channeling and Oracle, along with a bit of Good Dawning as well. So we're just trying something different here, and seeing the proverbial, see what sticks to the fan, so to speak, and. Yeah, exactly. But we're not in the movie Airplane, right? But yeah, you get the idea. It's my goal to start get awesome, and then it'd be awesome to see you, beautiful soul. Love you, Karma. Thank you. Grateful to see you here. Karen, love you as well. Grateful. All right, so till we get piling in here, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. How are you, Lindsay? Lindsay is in Ohio. What's round on both ends and high in the middle, right? So yeah, we'll see if today warrants pulling. If anybody wants a oracle, if not, then if it doesn't work, then we'll do it separately. But I'm trying different stuff, so combining things, mixing things up. So we'll see what's what. But yeah, so welcome, guys, and grateful to be here. And if anybody else, three of us. So. All right. All right, so welcome. And as we've discussed, the show continues here, and we discussed that yesterday, a few days ago live. But so the show continues, the menagerie here, right? And one step at a time, guys. All right. A couple of things here. Oops. Chat filter. All messages. There we go. All right. Let's hope we both can do it. Would be good to see more of you guys. Oh, favor. Yeah, Karen. It's nice to see you here, Karen. Neighbor. Literally. I drive past how many times I have to go from like Main Street all the way into the back end of Tacoma within your door dashing. It's crazy. Whoa, Chloe's here too. Wow, this is wow, awesome, guys. This is a treat. Um, Waiting to buy some concert tickets. Well, what are you buying, Chloe? Who's the concert? Tell us, please. Um, yeah, who are you concerting? How cool. I'm very stressed about severe weather coming in overnight. Oh, what's the weather? I'll have to check. We all know a Puxatawny Phil all there. But yeah, so what's going on in PA weather-wise there, Karma? I know that there's another storm, and then there's another storm behind that, and then there may be another storm. It hasn't formed yet, but maybe behind that. So. What weather exactly? Weather who? All right, so let's see what we got. We're gonna pull a card from Kuan Yin, and then we will go from there. You're worried for the horses? What's going on? Lindsay, beautiful soul. How's Ohio treating you? Are you round on both ends and tall in the middle now? And how is Columbus? I've been to Columbus dozens of times. It's awesome. Over 30-mile-an-hour wind chills, 25 below zero for over 24 hours. Oh, favor. Yeah, and favor there to your pipes there. All of you guys who are in the cold there, favor to your universes, the pipes, and everything else. I don't know. I mean, I'm out. It's going to be 65 today, and 65, 70 tomorrow, 70 next day, 70 next day, 70 next day. So I don't know. We haven't had winter, but it's going to lead to a hellacious summer, most likely. With no snow, rain, sleet, or anything. I mean, the postal service is happy, right? Haha. But yeah, but by summertime, it's gonna be holy hell here. So favor, Mertez. Hi, how are you? Yeah, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, guys, for those who are new here. Today we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna do channeling and oracle with you during Good Dawning. We'll do a little bit of Good Dawning mixed in as well. So we'll set intentions for the weekend and a few other things. But generally speaking, I'm going to leave it open to the floor. If you have a question or to Saint Germain or family, then you can we'll open up the floor in a bit here to ask. And so instead of doing the channeling and oracle as a separate, I'm just curious to see what would happen if we mixed it into Good Dawning, and it kind of frees up my day a little bit. So one step at a time. And of course, today being Friday, who's live today? Hershey should be live 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock her time. There we go. 5 o'clock East Coast, 3 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock West Coast with Friday fixtures. And who else is live today? I don't, other than Victor, I'm not sure. Other than Truthwave, I don't know. Thank you guys. Thank you for hitting the like there. Thank you guys for all being here. All right, so today's card from Kuan Yin, and then in a couple minutes here we'll get into Oracle with you guys and channeling and whatnot. So if you were here with us a couple, like last week, it's a good time. And so if you have a question about your universe, what's going on, they're willing to go out on a limb. Saint Germain said he's going to go out on a limb and do some answer your future questions to the best of their ability. As well, so yeah, so we can we're gonna do a little more in depth than last week, but they say they'll give it a try to if you have a question about your future there. But so yeah, let's see what we got. So today's card from Kuan Yin, and we work with Kuan Yin. She is one of the ones that I channel. To the celestial mountain, you have the ability to invoke divine power to call on celestial mountain, so that you might be gifted with spiritual energy you need to attain your goals. Permitting beings that love you unconditionally to help you is an expression of spiritual empowerment. Your empowerment, you empower, there we go. The divine feminine that can assist you to come to your aid and to help you manifest your vision. So, and of course, to the celestial mountain, which is just over there. So yeah, the same mountains that are right across the main highway here, just a little bit further out, but we're close, directly across from the mountains. If I cross the big street there, then you got a couple miles of nothing, and then you like 2 miles of nothing, then you hit the mountains. But yeah, thank you, Enspree. So do I. Permitting beings of unconditional love to help. If I didn't do that, I'd be sitting in my car right now. So we leave that one alone, but grateful, right? All right. What do we got here? It's a deck that I seem to be wanting to find that I'm not finding. All right, we're going to use... Which deck are we going to use? Actually, we'll probably use one that's sitting out here. All right, fine. No, we're not using the... I pulled out this. I'm not using the Star Trek Tarot deck. That's I'm not feeling the energy for that one. But, actually, I am feeling the energy for... It's fluffy, but what the heck. Tina, good dawning. This is the Master Ascension's Light Code deck from Archangel Raphael. Actually from Kelly Kolodny, but she channels Archangel Raphael, and she's an OOOOG. We call OG channeler. She started channeling in the 80s, so that's OG. So that's before she started channeling, before she knew what channeling was, right? Like, you know you're an OG, like a real channeler, when you just all of a sudden start channeling, but you've never seen a channeler before, right? So you start channeling, and it's like, what is this? What's going on? But you've never heard of a channeler, you've never seen one. That's what happened with Kelly Kolodny, right? It just literally fell out of her fell out of her frame. She started channeling. But back in the 80s, right, there was no channelers. I mean, there was. I mean, there was Grandma, right? What's her name? It's driving me. Dolores Cannon. But there wasn't a lot of channelers and such out there at the time. But yeah, so I don't know if Ryan, if Lee Carroll's channeling. He's been channeling for forever too. But, all right, here we go. Abraham Hicks too, but you don't hear much about her anymore. All right, so let's see what we've got from the deck here. Then this is for the group, and then we will break it open for you guys. So it's a group message. Let's see what we got. Speaking of group messages, we all know Laura B. If you didn't check her post, she suspended her channel until at least September 17th at the earliest. So just there won't be anything next week from her. All right, so we take the bottom card as the energy, and then the top card, I didn't cut them, but that's all right. And then the bottom card is the pineal gland. We always want to check that too sometimes. Embrace your intuitive visions. And there you go. So, yeah, stop. No fluoride, right? If you like your pineal gland. I have never channeled except maybe some journaling. That's probably not the case. I'm going to interject on that one, Karen. Most of us channel, but we don't realize we're channeling, right? We hear something, we repeat it. That's a channeling, right? We'll say something and we'll go, that's not something out of character. Or maybe a channeling. We hear something in the shower. Our guides are always talking to us. We may channel and not even realize, what we're saying. Thank you, Enspree. All right, so let's see what we've got. Today's cards are plant medicine. And we put this one, we seek natural healing. So if you're looking to heal, as best as possible, seek natural healing. Alternative methods, traditional Chinese methods, what have you. Oh, the Lion's Gate. So Sekhmet's coming through. We had Sekhmet channel yesterday. So the Lion's Gate, 8-8, although we're pretty far from the Lion's Gate at this point. Activate your cosmic gifts. So what is inside you that you haven't activated yet? Or what, maybe for, Karen, maybe it's channeling, right? Maybe you are a channeler, but you don't realize that you're channeling when you're channeling, which happens all the time. I'm not really, seriously. You probably have channeled. Healing. All right, so expect. It's not saying that there are possibilities of. It's giving you to tell you. It's telling you to have an expectation, right? Which is pretty amazing. We're not supposed to have expect, but we, in this case, expect miracles, right? So grateful, right? Miracles. So job, helping other people, being more sourceful, all that. Miracles, right? What miracle? Matter of fact, I recall yesterday listening to Jeff Starship, right? I was driving DoorDash, and Miracles came on, but because it was just that. You ever get that where you're looping with your universe, right? And so song after song, and the Miracles came on, and it was just perfect timing. From Jeff Starship, right? We get by if only you believe, like I. All right, discernment. So is the last card, seeking your truth. So, natural healing. That's healing through yourself, right? We're not talking about going and taking Prozac or Paxil, right? We're not talking about taking oil-based medications to heal, right? But no, natural healing. But yeah, it is funny that most of our medications are based off of what? Oil, right? Not only do they get us to drive on it, they got us to eat it. But a lot of your food is now based on oil, right? They had all these mechanical presses and stuff, and they have expeller press, this, that, and the other, right? Yeah, go look at when you go out shopping and go like corn chips or like corn curls. You ever eat like Cheetos? But like, yeah, exactly. It's like GMO corn and then pressed oil, and it's just oil just holding it together. Gross. Plant medicine, right? So natural healing. So anything that's natural, right? I mean, technically, even oil is natural because it comes from the earth. But yeah, you get the idea. Lion's Gate, right? So yeah, so seek natural healing. So in all of this is all healing, right? So Lion's Gate. So activate your cosmic gifts. What gift is coming in that you may be ignoring as well? What I'm feeling is that for a lot of us, there are gifts that are still hidden under the surface, and possibly even myself, that we have yet to figure out, find out, or allow to bubble up into the surface, right? Like crude, like the bubbling crude, right? Oil, that is. So yeah, so let whatever that cosmic gift is bubble up like a big thing of oil in your unit, right? So healing, expect, don't just like look for them, but have an absolute expectation. The universe rarely says expect, but in this case, and I'm gonna hold. I pulled this. We pulled these cards, right? So I'm holding my universe accountable. I expect miracles. Right? I mean, the fact that I'm sitting here is one, but I expect a miracle. All right, universe, where is it? I expect that miracle, right? And then finally, discernment. More underneath. Well, yeah, what was Chloe? What's the concert that you're getting tickets to? Where do you buying concert tickets? I'm just curious, because yeah, concerts are it's like a breath of life for me. But so yeah, so once we can get back into Argus, we'll be doing so. Oh, Tina, you're always so sweet to me. Oh, Tina's amazing. Tina's sweet to everybody. Tina's like the most awesome, motherly, amazing soul here. Discernment, seek your truth. So, what is your truth? Everybody's truth is different. You only believe in miracles, baby. So would I. But the fact is that we are the miracles. But you have to stand in it. So, Chloe, let's see if she answered that. Maybe back in the chat here. But what's the concert that you are going to? We're curious here. I have a couple of things I might like to do, so I've asked. Laura once, and Scott Scorpio once, and the cards in both cases said no, not at this time. Well, you can ask now if you want, because we're back. We're going to open up the floor here in a moment. Um, jelly rolls. Wait, stand still. Ready? Boom. Awesome stuff. Post Malone. It's at a football stadium, and the cheapest, of course, $88. All right, Saint Germain. A decent ticket still. All right, Jelly Roll. That's gonna be awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm trying to figure out, either I'll do it through Argus or I'll figure it out on my own. How to get to Rush 50. That's that's the show of the year right now. It's figuring out how to get in. Not figuring out. I saw Rush 40, so I mean I have managed. So now how do we see Rush 50, right? We realize that parking is oh my god, dang! Oh my god, $40 for parking. What's a feta? Dude, oh my god. Well, that's like going into Red Rocks and asking for a bottle of water at $11 or something, right? I mean, it's just, come on, people. $40 to the concrete's already there, right? When you buy a ticket for Red Rocks, the parking fees like mixed in. It just says Denver park fees, and it's like $6 or $7 or something. It's just mixed in because it's a Denver park. It's a park with an amphitheater, so they don't really charge for, but they just have a fee for the park. But Baylor, oh Baylor, University of Baylor, okay, Baylor It's not University of Baylor, it's Baylor University, but yeah. A documentary about his life, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm jealous. That would be amazing. Are you kidding? All right, guys. So let's do some a little bit of energy work, and then we're gonna open up the floor for all of us here to if you have an oracle message, channeled message, whatever it is that you are wanting to find out, we will prognosticate as best we can here. We will see what we can pull out of the ether, so to speak, and find out for you. We are going to pull one more card. It's the daily Billy Crystal card. No, the daily crystal card, right? Especially since Chloe's here. And crystals, if you want daily crystals, Chloe's Crystals. That's capital C at Chloe's Crystals on YouTube. Chloe'sCrystals.shop on the interweb, guys. And I am not joking. If you're watching this if you're new here and you've not seen me before, go check out Chloe's website, Chloe'sCrystals.shop. You can put in a discount code of Floyd, capital F Lloyd, capital FAM, 2 words for a 15% discount. And you will not be disappointed. I went to the Denver Gem and Mineral Show and bought one item. Why? Because I'd rather buy it from Chloe, because they're better. I leave it alone. The Denver Gem and Mineral Show is only second to Tucson, which is the largest in the world. So, there. So yeah, when you're at the second largest gem and mineral show on the planet, and you still don't want to buy anything because Chloe'sCrystals.com, Chloe'sCrystals.shop is better then yeah, I leave it alone. But that's the honest truth. Chloe's. You don't have anything that clear and amazing at the crystal show. All right, so one card for today, and then we will open it up. Shamoki quartz, and Chloe, and a smoky quartz can look like lots of different things, and this is a version of smoky quartz. And so let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. So let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. All right, send it away. Say you're not needing it anymore. Put it to the ether. Better go dash my little heart out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm dashing today. I don't dash in the mornings because it's just not worth it. But I finally made. I don't know about you, Chloe, but it fixed. I mentioned to Chloe through last time we went live, right? Which was like 2 weeks ago. We did Chloe's crystals. I had mentioned to Chloe that I was not receiving any dash, right? Like literally, I would dash for 5 hours and get like 4 dashes. It was miserable. And then all of a sudden it flipped over, but now I'm platinum status. And so yeah, so there you go, Chloe. Are you multi-apping? Are you doing like Uber Eats and DoorDash, or just because you can multi-app too, and you just pause one, flip them back and forth. But I am not multi-apping, but I am platinum status on DoorDash now. So at least now I'm getting at least 70, 80, 90, $100 or more per dash. So that helps. But it's finally started to move around. Just dash, yeah. Seems that's what I'm doing. But yeah, if you watch like Your Driver Mike, and I recommend him by the way, if you're dashing there, Chloe. Your Driver Mike, he's a good guy. He's in Pittsburgh, but he gives all the hints and tips and stuff for dashing. But yeah, he does the multi-dash. I'm 5 points away. So you got 5 dashes from platinum. The only thing about it though is you got to be careful, is because when you get platinum, then you wake up the next morning and you're not platinum because it's a rolling 30 days. So now I'm up to 126 or 27 dashes in 30 days. So today I should be up to 130 something, 40. So yeah, so by the end of today, I'll be solid in platinum and I won't have to worry so much. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Maybe I should start dashing since I have a mechanic. Honestly, I'm gonna put that out there, Gina. If you got nothing doing, you want to kill an evening. Better evenings than in the unless you're doing like a Saturday or Sunday. Although this Sunday for the Super Bowl, it's gonna be bank, right? It should be bank. I hope for Chloe and my sake, it should be bank, right? Um, yeah, dashing is easy. I'm as centered as I'll get out, and I usually just sit there and have conversations with my guys while I'm dashing, play radio games with my guides. But yeah, it's easy. It depends on your zone. You said you have a town, a town that the whole town will probably be your zone, so it wouldn't be so hard. You just get in the car, hit the button, and go to McDonald's. You don't even have, I mean, I got like a 98% acceptance rate, 97%. But yeah, I mean, you're going to take is like 70% of the orders. And Hershey, good dawning, beautiful soul. I'm just talking about door dashing. I don't know why, but oh yeah, because Chloe's going to talking about dashing. So yeah, we're talking about platinum door dashing, fun stuff. I door dashed in Florida. Actually, I made more money in Pensacola than anywhere else than I have out here in a while. I made over $100 down in like 4 hour period dashing down in Florida. But favor, unboxing. All right, so Chloe, Hershey, I hope your box comes today. Chloe, I hope I get my Chloe box. That means we'd have an unboxing from Hershey, which would be awesome. All right, so we're going to do a couple of quick items, housekeeping items, and then we're going to open up the floor for all of you lovely souls of light and love here to see if you have anything you want to hear from your guides, from the guides, angels, what have you. I can do some channeling, and we will also do some cards as well if you have anything you want to discuss or feel you're wanting to find out about. We are going to prognosticate this time. Last time, Saint Germain's like, I will not prognosticate. This time he's like, fine, I will prognosticate. So I will look into your future, if need be, to an extent, if you need to as well. So we're kind of opening it up a little bit and bending some energies, and we'll see what happens here. Just for this week, we're trying to combine it with Good Dawning just to see what happens. But and probably go separate anyways. And I may go live again over the weekend. But either way, at least we're doing it for this week today, and the next week we'll probably do it separately. But I was just curious. So you may see a lot of experimental, like you see experimental airplanes and such, right? So you may see experimental stuff on the channel, like combining things or doing things differently. But so we're just messing around and seeing what sticks to the proverbial wall. But with YouTube being as it is, if you can notice, if you go to anybody's channel now, the lives aren't even shown on the front page anymore. So it's getting weird. But we love you, YouTube. Where are you headed? Yeah, where are you headed? Any idea when mine should arrive, Chloe? I know it's late, and so I'll be last to get my favor. All right, so let's call in our guides and angels, guys. As we generally do on the daily here, we'll do our breath work, and then from there we will see if anybody has anything that they would like to be channeled or discuss or what have not. But yeah, so let's bring in our angels and guides as we do generally, as we do daily, and as you should be doing, hopefully, on the weekends as well, if you're not doing it through Good Dawning, just in general. So you want to take a deep breath in with me real quick? And this is real simple. We call in our angels. Wait, breath in. That's helpful, right? There we go. We call in our angels. We call in our guides. We call in our soul family. We call in the ascended masters to walk with us today, to work with us today, to guide us today, to help us to feel our intuition, to bring in what we are, all the love that we are looking for, to help bring in the universe that we are looking to create, and to walk with us today in love and peace for our highest helpfulness, love, joy, and abundance. We say hallelujah and grateful. Oof. Real simple. It's just acknowledging our guides, our angels, Ron, Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, and the like, acknowledging them and then bringing them in, whoever your guides are, of course, and then bringing them in on the daily for yourself there. Okay, sounds wonderful. I hope you travel well, without any stress problems that come from traveling. Big, safe, favored travels. Heading home back to Jersey. Try out to beat this. Try out to beat the snow. Oh, favor. Yeah, you got this. At a rest stop. Maybe if I stop drinking coffee. Safe and favored travels there, Bunny. I can get out of Virginia. Nothing against Virginia. Well, Virginia, if you haven't noticed lately, we mentioned what Clint was live like 5-6 nights ago. The Gen X effect, and we were talking about. He was talking about how Virginia's kind of a haywire, right? With the new, yeah. So Virginia is it still for lovers though? That's the question, right? I don't know. Hershey, I need a Hershey unboxing too. I'm having withdrawals. Yeah. There we go. But sadly, though, when you brought the cat in, we could have done an unboxing on the cat. That would have been fun. But no, favor to Hershey and her new cat and her universe. And yeah, so there may be an unboxing, so hit the bell. If that's the case there, then as her gems there, we can go and check that out. But yes, Virginia is nice. Not about we don't discuss that, but Virginia is for lovers, right? I hitchhiked through Virginia, but I actually got a ride from the Florida Georgia line, haha, all the way to Richmond to the bus stop at bus station in Richmond, Virginia. So I spent 3 days at the bus station in Richmond, Virginia, which was not fun. But Richmond's all right. Favor. All right, guys. So we called in our guides. Today is Friday, right? So we want to set up for the weekend here as well, right? So let's set some intentions for this weekend with the I am, and then I'm going to open the floor up after that to you guys. And if you want a channeled message, if you have anything you would like to discuss with any of Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, possibly my guide Ron, and others. I don't think my dolphins or my dragons are going to come through, but otherwise. But yeah, West Virginia was so beautiful. West Virginia is beautiful, but favor. It's like driving through rural Kentucky. It's beautiful, but at the same time, it's not. And if you understand what I mean by it's not beautiful, favored anybody living out there. Yeah. And not all of West Virginia is like that, but yeah, rural West Virginia, rural Kentucky. Ooh, favor. So Lindsay, if you're still here, how's Ohio? If you're here, if I wouldn't, favor guys. All right. So yeah, let's let me recenter myself here. All right. So what we're going to do is set some intentions for this weekend. We'll use the I am, and then we'll call in our guides and then do some channeling here for you guys. So what are we looking to create this weekend? What do you want to do this weekend? What are you looking to see? So bring that in, and at the end, we'll clear out some energies. We'll clear the energy. Actually, we'll do that right now. So if you want to join me, we're going to shuffle it around. I'm doing this on the fly, right? So we're going to clear some energies, then we'll set intentions for this weekend, and then from there, we will do open channeling. So here we go, guys. So clearing energy. So what in your universe, what is in your frame that you might need to get rid of so you can have a good weekend? Remember, it's Friday, so don't fry your brain. This is your brain on drugs. They lie. But nonetheless, so from your end, matter of fact, they just did a study that said that people over 40 who smoke cannabis have larger cognitive abilities. They actually don't lose their memory like they thought. They have larger cognitive abilities and bigger brains, and it helps them, especially seniors, right? So seniors, you can almost avert, not the same almost, but you can kind of avert some dementia now that they've noticed by smoking. So yeah, so who knows? But as we drove from Colorado to Maine, oh my God, that'd be a drive and a half. It'd be 3 days, 2 days just to Ohio, and then another from Ohio to Maine's another day and a half, or 2 days. That's like a 4 day drive, 3.5 days, 4 days. Wow, that's a long drive. All right, so what do you want to bring in this weekend? So let's do clear some energies first, and then we'll bring in with the I am. So take a moment, guys. I'm going to use the chalkboard method. So what's in your energy field that you need to clear that you maybe haven't yet? So take a moment, think about it, feel it, and just break the energy, clear it, wipe it away if you do it at all. It's up to you guys. But yeah, so I'm going to break some energies and clear myself, and then we'll set some intentions for this weekend, and then we'll open the floor to the second half of the show, so to speak. All right, guys, so here we go. So clearing energies. What are you clearing? What are you wanting to remove? And I'm clearing anything, any doubts, any heavy thoughts, lower energies. We're breaking the energies. Clear it out. What do you guys need to keep clear? If there's anything, keep on doing so. But we're going to set some intentions now for this weekend, right? So today is Friday. And what do you want to achieve this weekend outside of maybe watching the Super Bowl, if you're going to watch the Super Bowl? I have not watched the Super Bowl in 6 years, but I don't know. If the Broncos were there, yeah, for sure. But definitely having withdrawals. And although I didn't ask for a lesson in patience, I am learning this as well as I continue to wait on my spider. Oh, favor. Big favor there. Drive from California to Maryland. Such a wonderful time to see our beautiful country. Jeez of peace. That's like literally across the across the entire country there. That's a long drive. All right, so we're going to use the I am. So if you want to join me here, I am open to creating an amazing weekend. You can repeat or just nod or just be part of the energy. I am open to all the possibilities of this weekend. I am grateful that I can say on Sunday night that I had an amazing weekend. Projecting energies into the future in this manner is never a bad thing, right? So you're standing in the now, but you're seeing in the Sunday, right, that you've had an amazing weekend. So you're lining it up, right? You're not exactly. I am grateful that I did have that amazing weekend, and I am grateful that I was able to do what I wanted to create what I wanted to create, to do what I wanted to do, and to bring in the energies that I wanted to bring in. I am grateful for having an amazing weekend, and I am standing in that energy. I'm open to all possibilities. I'm open to anything new. I'm open to meeting new people. I'm open to new situations, and I am open to all awesomeness. With that, I say I'm grateful. I am grateful. And I am closing this out with a hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be. There we go. All right, so favorite, right? What do you want to see this weekend? You're the arbiter of it. It sits in your energy. So if you're like, this is gonna be a terrible weekend, probably will. It's gonna be an amazing weekend. It probably will. Again, it's all based on what you're sitting in the center of your energy. The more I traveled outside the U.S., the more it made me want to see the USA. Did you want to see the USA in your Chevrolet though? See the USA in your Chevrolet. Oh, how creepy feeling, Tina. All them little legs. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hershey, I have learned not to smell my kitchen hand towels to see if they're clean enough. I had a spider waft up. Oh, jeez, Pete. Oh my God. That's like a nightmare scenario, right? Like inhaling a spider. It's like the woman, the lady in a shoe or something. I had bitching Camaro, a '79 Camaro. Oh wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Amaya. My mom had like one of those old school Dodge Chargers. That was cool too. How you doing, Amaya? Happy post birthday to Amaya. She had a birthday yesterday. In favor. Beautiful soul. All right, guys. So we are open for business, so to speak. So now that the housekeeping's out of the way, and if you want a one-on-one channeled session with Saint Germain, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, Archangel Raphael, and Saint Germain, and the like. Just throw it in the chat there. I don't always finish my cup of coffee before getting a refill. So a while back, I did drink to the bottom, and there was a drowned spider at the bottom. How long had it been there? Ew! Oh my God, that's scary and gross. I'm back on favor on pain today. I'm on back pain today. Oh, favor though, favor. I had to do the old farmer's nose blow. Ooh, snot rocket. Is that like a snot rocket? Um, favor. All right, guys. So if you want to, if nobody does, that's fine. We can continue with good done. I can do just a group channeling. But if anybody wants a direct channeled message, certainly. And again, we're just experimenting to see if this works during good dawning, or do it as a separate. So yeah, for the next few weeks, we are in experimental mode. So we're gonna see lots of different stuff. You may see me live while I'm driving. You may see a different kind of short. Who knows? I might even do something totally off topic, right? You never know. Maybe we'll find the itsy bitsy spider and see if it's crawling up the water spout. There you go. But then hopefully there's no rain to wash it out, right? Happy late birthday, Maya. May you celebrate all month long. Absolutely. Enspree. Guess I should have just drank him up. Yeah, but if you see, that's the old lady living in a shoe who swallowed a fly, but perhaps she'll die, not the spider, right? He was pretty soggy. So had been down. He was probably pretty drowned out too, dead. That is a thorn owl, I'm sure. Can you imagine he's in spider heaven? How'd you die? I don't know. I crawled into this cave, and then all of a sudden, this hot liquid, and then poof, here I am. Right? You wouldn't know any different. Is Nancy Guthrie a diversion? Oh, we're not. I don't know, but that's stuff. Yeah, we're asking about ourselves. I don't want to. I mean, we could. Everything's a diversion. Let's be honest here, Enspree. If you understand how large, we're talking like world encompassing, right? The Epstein, we'll say it that way. The EpiPen. No, the EpiPen files are. Then yeah, because yeah, they'll flag you if you say that word. The EpiPen files, right? So if you realize how big that is on the planet, everything could be a distraction to that. Because theoretically, if it were to really come out, you break the world. I mean, only 700,000 plus children disappear from North America every year, right? So you break the world at that point. Everything becomes right. I mean, we're standing in that anyways. You see it, I see it, you know it, I know. But yet, the randos don't know it, right? And so when they're sitting there going, "Oh wow, what's really going?" They don't realize we live on that rock, right? What makes the world go around, right? Yeah, and then the chrome of adrene, the eating of children's adrenaline glands, that came out in the documents. Yes, it got all crazy, and it's getting crazier. But, you know, that's why we just focus on our universe, right? If we watch the world spin as the world turns, right? I don't even know if that's still on. Remember, as the world turns? But as the world turns, we turn ourselves, right? And just kind of, I stand back and just go, yep. Nothing we didn't already kind of know, right? I mean, if you're I would imagine a lot of you guys already knew, at least had an overview of what, in some aspect of what's come out in some form or fashion, right? So yeah, I'm not shocked. I'm just more like, all right, there's my there's proof, right? I mean, exactly. I mean, literally, I met somebody two years ago. Her name is who, right? And she's standing on the corner at Pearl Street Mall with a big sign that said adrenochrome. And it's like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's real. I mean, all this stuff. Oh, the whole kit and it's crazy. But yeah, Garnet, much love. But yeah, no. Everything, Enspree, is a distraction from that at this point. Because you have to. Because if it came out in its real, truest form, the whole world would be like, what you talking about, Willis? Right? The entire world. Generally speaking, there are a few governments maybe that aren't part of it, but I don't know. But and then there's also other things. But yeah, crazy. So yeah, I have followed UFOs and ETs since. Yeah, that's the other rumored mill that's coming out is disclosure, right? So that if you throw down disclosure on top of what's been going on, then or try to throw down whether it's real or not. Disclosure on top of what they've been discussing. What we just exactly That would be the way to distract out of it. Is you got to do some. You're gonna have to do something pretty large to distract out of it, right? To spin the universe into another direction where you're not thinking about the underbelly of the real planet, the planet we're living on, right? And so, in order to do that, what are you gonna do? There's a couple things they could do, so just be prepared. But so far, yeah, that's I don't think that's a purposeful distraction, but they utilize it. It's not like these things are set up like somebody's like, hey, go do this to Guthrie's mother so that we can distract people. No. But at the same time, do I think that they're going to utilize it as a distraction? Oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Throw that up there. Stick that to the wall and we'll peel everything else down. Let's just look at this right here. Of course. Because what we're finding out, boy, poor Noam Chomsky, for example, right? How many dozens of times did he go to Noam Chomsky? How many people think he's like, yeah, right? Not anymore. All these people are gonna all these people we thought we revered are just like, if you know who Noam Chomsky was, you just went, because he's all over the files, right? Just as an example. Yeah, so it's gonna get interesting, and this is we're in the welcome to the apocalypse, right? That's what just the bringing of the light to the dark. But a lot of us here already had those internal inklings a while ago that we lived on that planet, and sadly we live on that planet. I told you I saw a UFO spaceship bigger than a football field in 2020. Holy cow. Garnet, wow. Did you feel anything? Did you get any other intuitive hits? Sometimes when people see a giant ship like that, they might feel something. They might even get a vision or the like. I know about the ETs since the 70s and have seen the distraction. Right, exactly. Now, if you want to go even deeper, right, ETs, right? So go find the video, because we just had Groundhog's Day. I'll mention it again, where exactly where they're talking about Bill Murray's talking about the premise of Groundhog's Day is actually the fact that the simulation, this is what he says. Now, this is not me. The simulation freezes daily and can freeze up for to years at a time, but you have no idea. But they freeze the simulation and then bring it right back. When they do, you don't even realize it happened, right? And that happens daily, he said. This is Bill Murray, literally as truthful. He's not joking. He's like, this is the premise of one of the premises of Groundhog's Day is that you don't realize what's really going on. But yeah, I started reading ET books. Communion, right? That was a good book. I started reading ET books back in the 70s. Didn't start following, researching until Whitley Strieber's Communion. There we go. I didn't even read the bottom of I was just like, ET books, Communion. But yeah, that's the book, right? Even I read Communion. I don't read much, but I read Communion back in high school. Those of us who know, we just know, right? Some of us have that internal inkling. I believe there can be ETs, of course, without question. But that's just my belief. But I mean, I also believe that well, either way, yeah, there's tons of different inhabited. But yeah, I mean, it couldn't. Interesting about Murray, his Blues Brother cohort. Bill Murray, his name also a follower. Bill Murray, well, I don't know, but Bill Murray, I mean, he was a serious. I've watched the video. If I can find it again, you know how it goes. I will, but I'll post it on the community tab. But yeah, he's like, you have no idea. They freeze the simulation every day, and they do what they want, and then they release it. Yeah, and so he kind of even went into, that's why like the glitch videos where you see like a bird it wasn't unfrozen, right? Or like airplanes frozen in the sky. There's about a dozen glitch videos with like jets like not moving in the sky. They weren't unfrozen when the simulation restarted back up. When they unfroze the simulation, right? They didn't free. They had to be restarted. I've seen Groundhog's Day. It was surprisingly good. I'd love to see the video of him talking about the simulation. Yeah, I'll have to dig it up. Dan Aykroyd. Good old Dan Aykroyd. What happened to Dan Aykroyd? Favorite guys. Clint. Good Dunning brother. So, Clint, there you go. So, where are you? Wait a minute. So, Bonnie's in Virginia. Clint's in Virginia. Are you guys anywhere close to each other? Bonnie, Are you where in Virginia are you? Because Clint's in Virginia. So is Tina, by the way. So maybe you guys, maybe I'm seeing a big breakfast somewhere. Maybe are we meeting for breakfast? Where in VA? So yeah, so Clint. So yeah, this is gonna get kind of interesting. This could get interesting here. So Bonnie's driving through Virginia at the moment. We don't know where she's at, but so I don't know how close she is to you. Virginia is pretty large there, so I'm getting close. I'm getting close to them. I've seen that in real life. I've never seen the movie. You've never seen Groundhog's Day? Wow. And it's estimated like 35 years or something that he spun his universe back and forth. Me and Tina are super close. Actually, we definitely connect. Now, where are you? Yeah, but now we've got Bonnie driving through Virginia, right? So, if Bonnie, are you close to where are you at in Virginia? I'm getting close to them. So there you go, guys. Maybe meet for breakfast, right? Who knows? But that would be awesome. And a favor to Clint there, to your health there, brother. Hope you're feeling better and up and walking around today there. Favor, man. Um, Snowing now. Yeah. Oh, favor. So close, not close. Yeah, that threw me off for a second. I'm like, getting close. Wait, she has to be saying close. I saw Groundhog's Day and The Matrix because they were so talked about. If you haven't seen them, you missed the illusion. Well, The Matrix is about as close, if I had to humbly guess, as the Wojcicki sisters now. I think they were brothers, but now they're sisters. Um, the closest we've gotten, maybe, on video, movie. I don't know. What Dreams May Come might be pretty close to After Death, from what I've heard, too. Woodstock. Woodstock, Virginia, guys. So I don't know how far We're not saying Woodstock, New York. No Yasgur's farm, although my dad was friends with Yasgur's second cousin. But Woodstock, cool. I know there's a Woodstock, Virginia. I've been housebound for over a month. I'm not walking. Oh, favor. Well, yeah, my bro is trying to get me out for a barbecue Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm doing it or not. Oh, favor, man. Um, big favor, and favor that the greatest neurologist in all of Virginia gets to see you face to face. I'm putting that out there. I've heard what dreams may come is close to how it looked to some people. Yes. Suzette. Yeah. What? Hi, Suzette. That's what I've heard too. What dreams may come. With Robin Williams, their favor. We love you, Robin. Um, he's such a nice guy. Meeting him was amazing. But yeah, so that's what I've heard too. It's as close. Now Hershey may know. Those who've had an NDE would know, and so Hershey's had a few. Um, and if you had an NDE and want to let us know how close what dreams may come is. Oh my God, Woodstock, you're here. When you see the three crosses on 81, that's me, Bonnie. You will see it shortly in Strasbourg. Are you shitting? We don't generally cuss, but are you shitting me, right? That's what we're talking about here, guys. There are no coincidences in the universe. You know how large Virginia is? Virginia is larger than a lot of European countries, right? And exactly. So, yeah. So, and it's kind of funny when you think about it. If you're in like Europe and it's like, I'll come for dinner, you can pretty much in every country, unless you're in like Switzerland maybe and driving all the way up north, right? Or like Norway and driving all the way. But no, generally you can meet people anywhere in the country in one day, right? What are the odds though that the entire state of Virginia and they're like literally like minutes from each other right now? So so there you go. So breakfast at Clint's. He's a professional cook. She's about 10 miles. What are the odds of that? I mean, honestly, when you think about it, they're next to impossible. And they tend to say at a random space and time, just totally random, within 10 miles in the entire state of Virginia. All right, if you don't want to, if you all sit there and you're all watching this and you don't think that coincidences, the universe is real and there are no coincidences, and 10 miles on this gigantic planet, that's as close, that's almost a bullseye. Wow. She's in my county, Shenandoah County, Shenandoah. Um, there you go, the Shenandoah Mountains. You gotta be from there to say it right in one fell swoop, real fast. No comment. I've seen my piece. Piece. I've said my piece. Crazy. 6 degrees of separation. That's it. Just six people. So anybody on the planet. Don't know how to do it with sitting back. I've been housebound for about 8 years, so you can stand another week or two. Oh, favorite guys. This is crazy. Three wooden crosses, right? Isn't that a song? Three wooden crosses. That's a Randy Travis song. All right. So if anybody, and I will keep them separate. I can see where this doesn't work the best. But if anybody wants a one-on-one session, like a channeling right now, I can. If you have a question for any of my guides, Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, White Buffalo Calf Woman, and Ron, he's screaming out to Ron wants to be part of the party, and my guide Ron. Let me know. Throw it in the chat there. Otherwise, we'll just kind of have a fun Friday and just kind of hang out. Yeah. Be safe, Bonnie. It's cold and getting windy and supposed to snow shortly. Favor, I am totally. Hi, Ron. All right, so Ron's coming through for Karma here. Hang on, because Karma and Ron have been working kind of together. So hang on a second. Ron here, speaking for Karma. Horses trigger hope. Karma, how are you doing? And why are you not? Where's your business? Why are you not the horse whisperer? We're going to leave it at that. We're not going to do too much here on the live, but Ron is asking you, Karma, to consider. You are the horse whisperer, so get moving, right? Favor. There we go. So yeah, so Ron's been pushing Karma to start a business. There we go. Start something, but it's right there. It's just like right there. Thanks, Clint. In the snow. It's better being in the soup, right? So yeah, this is kind of funny. So we've got Bonnie drive, and hopefully she's not texting and talking, but chatting, text, right? Yeah, there we go. Karen, I love him as a human. I do not like his music. I'll take a general. All right, so Tina wants a general. All right, so I don't know what we can do as far as general, but if we're gonna go general, I'm gonna start with cards, and so let's see what we have for Tina here. Stalking every truck I see. Aw. So yeah, I can't wait to see the unboxing. So we have a possible unboxing today, most likely from the Shadow Reader from Hershey, with a package of Chloe's crystals, and so that's going to be awesome. So hit the bell, guys. On most of you guys here in the live are subscribed, so hit the bell for when she does go live. And if you're watching this in the rewind or the replay, then check out the channel, guys. All right, so this is for Tina here. Let's see what we got. All right, this is a general reading for Tina, and so yeah. One, two, and actually it should be 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right, so Tina, let's see what we've got here. Ooh. Allow. So what are you blocking? It's saying that you're being open to open to your being asked to open. I can't speak. Your energy field. There we go. And take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. So what are you blocking yourself from? Let's see what we can find out here. Grateful. Get back home now with plenty of groceries for the snow and extra cold coming. How much snow are you guys getting up in Vermont there? And you know, you guys are all getting crushed with the snow up there, and it just feels weird that we haven't had like lickety split of snow here in Colorado. So it's asking you to allow, but what are you blocking? Then it's asking you to, in order to allow, you need to what? Obviously connect, right? It's saying that if you're, he has to open your energy field and take down your walls. So if there's a wall that you have up, then you need to connect, and you're being asked to connect with others in more meaningful ways. So what are you? Have you been isolating? Has Tina been backing herself up, isolating, pulling her energy back inside herself? Nothing wrong with that, absolutely. But that's a question. I'll tell her, Clint. She said, "What's up, bro?" Listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. So allow, connect, and listen. These are pretty fire right here. So isolated as. So yeah, that would be part of it, I'm sure. Being out in the holler there. I'm going to be honest, if you can get out, I mean, I know you're about to get pummeled with snow there, Favor, but if you can get out, door dashing is, it helps. It's isolating when you're driving by yourself, but, you know, But if nothing else, you can see it as I am bringing people their nourishment, right? And so you're doing good. You're helping others. I don't know. Lighten up. So have you felt a little heavy lately? The package is coming today. I wonder how Meow's gonna react to the energy of the crystals. I don't know how to spell his name, Mr. Kanika. That's pretty close. That's not correct. Allow. I don't know how to spell properly. So, what's going on? What are you blocking there? And why am I? Did you get into something with your husband? Did he say? Is there like a split? Not like literally, but an energy divide. Oh, good dawning at the moment, which is what I'm picking up here, Tina. Lighten up. Yep. So, Saint Germain here, Tina. What is going on? Why are we feeling that there is a gulf of energy, not a split or anything, but a gulf, meaning a division, an open space of energy between you and your husband at the moment? What happened and what is going on? Political. So you are having a political with your husband, is that it? Or just the politics in general? We are all having that in some aspect, even if you are non-political. We are all having that. The gulf of we are having to see, right? And so part of this, yep, I know it was another K as soon as I looked up. So we are all having to see ugly things, right, on this planet in order to realize where we all are standing, right? In order for things to get better, we have to see the darkness. And it's not just you, it's kind of going through the group in general. Everybody, even your channel here, who generally doesn't watch any news, right, is feeling the heaviness of what is going on in the general of the universe. And sometimes, yes, lightening up, it's easier said than done when you are seeing things go haywire. And then you are in a double haywire place, right? Because you are having new government in the state of Virginia that has raised your taxes and gone a bit haywire on its own and made all kinds of loud noise, right? And is wanting this and that and is wanting to take away civil liberties that you have been guaranteed by your constitution, right? And so, yes, we are in understanding that this is a crazy, energetic time on your planet, but it had to happen in order for you to see what's really going on, right? The files that have been dropped, right? A lot of you already had it in your gut, the conspiracy theorists, right? Well, it's no conspiracy, right? You now know it's true, right? That they are doing that 700,000 children are abducted off your planet just from North America every year, and it's rising, right? And we are in understanding now of what is really going on, and that you are living in a dual planet, right? And so when these things are occurring and you are seeing that, it is going to be a bit heavy. But do realize, if you close your eyes and bring it all forward, inside, bring it to you, right? Pull it in. When you look around in your universe, and this is the delineation that you have to make, right? The greater source field has lost its mind, so to speak. But if you keep yourself centered, you put your universe together and you keep yourself in alignment with your energies, you are bringing the planet back into alignment one individual at a time. We are doing so. By all of us here healing our traumas, we are doing the opposite. We are pulling back those energies and we are healing. We are the counterbalance of the craziness that is you are seeing, right? We are not saying it is crazy. What we are saying is that the energies are certainly, and what is coming into revelation that has been hiding under the seams, under the surface of your universe. A lot of you know what has been hiding and now are seeing the proof of it, right? So don't be shocked. Just put your universe together. If you slow down and see, box yourself in, right, so to speak, in your frame, in your universe, and realize, but set it to the left and start creating your universe. That's how we heal the planet, right? One person at a time healing themselves heals the greater source field, one person at a time, right? That's the best way and the only way we can do this. Releasing. Which is the reason for my isolation. There we go. That makes a lot of sense. So if we heal ourselves, when we see all this crap, right, we have to, do we absorb it or do we no, not at all. I mean, a lot of us had that inclination a while ago, right? And it's like years ago. It's like, wait a minute. We live on that planet? Yeah, we do. And we live on that planet? Yeah, we do. And so when you wake up to it, it's like, yeah. It's the only thing for myself, and I come up with Superman. I can put my universe together, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just whistle. I don't know about that either, because if you understand where Hi Ho and Disney and where all that came, you may not want to be whistling while you work either, right? Man was not. We live on that planet, and even whistling while you work isn't right. Sleepy, dopey. Shadow Reader. My fur babies are named generically because they were feral, and so and so many ferals around. I don't want to get attached to them. So names according to color and size, etc. I call it hibernation with all this. Oh, there we go. I like that, hibernating. That works, Deb. But yeah. So yeah, a lot of us are stuck in that soup, Tina, and even me. And you can't avoid it. Even somebody who doesn't watch the news, you're gonna hear enough. And it's I mean, come on. Even Noam Chomsky. How many people know Noam Chomsky? He's Noam Chomsky, right? You look up to him. You listen to him, right? Well, he's been there more than most. So yeah, it's welcome to the era of getting disappointed in people. I mean, granted, we're holding them up on a pedestal, but right? So yeah, so the great Noam Chomsky is probably the number one visitor of Woohoo Island, and so yeah, so is he great anymore? No. Well, we know what he was. Favor, and we know what he probably did. So well, maybe favor. But yeah, so it's the welcome to the apocalypse, the great unveiling, the light into the dark. It sucks. But it's necessary, right? The shadow of the world has to come out, and it's going to get disgusting and loud, and it's going to get in. The question is, though, will anybody? Well, nothing's going to happen to Noam Chomsky, right? No, of course not. But he's not going to jail. They're not setting up a separate jail for. Not buying a warehouse to put the list in jail, right, so to speak. Not so many ferals around anymore. Finally got them all trapped and fixed. Oh, favor. Suzette, that's awesome. I miss Mom. Karen, Mom and I have been hibernating mostly here in New Hampshire. Favor. All right, so yeah, so if anybody else wants a reading, we can keep going for a while here. But if anybody else wants to talk with Saint Germain or Archangel Raphael or any of the crew, or has any questions, or Noam Chomsky, the linguistic, yeah, he's on the list more than anybody else. He's been there dozens and dozens, and it's like his party palace, right? So yeah, I don't know. Usually you get there once, and then they go, "We got you," and then either you fall in or you got to fall in line, right? That was the idea, right? But yeah, no, but some people enjoy it, and so they keep going back, right? They find out their new party palace. And so there they go. They go every weekend to the party palace, right? And they did. But yeah, I studied him at university. Well, they'll be studying him in different ways now, right? He's done. Quarterback is toast, and you're going to find that on a lot of people. They're going to be toast, right? It's just what it is. We live on that planet, and now we're going to get to see, at least to an extent, not completely. I mean, we know now that the Clinton and tons. We're all over that too, right? The Clinton and tons, Lib and Billary and Billary and Hillary. Yeah, right, exactly. So now they got to go and test them. Yeah, it's just getting. Welcome to. I have been with Mom 10 years this month. Grateful. Josh, I'd like a general. Okay, we can do that. There's plenty. We can go for another 11:30, an hour and a half. I'm not in any rush. This seem to be beaten. That's kind of what I think. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Almost lost a live there. All right. Yeah, we can do a general. I'm going to use the same cards here because it just works well. Clinton cigars. But it's only going to get deeper because, I mean, once they find that, there's levels we haven't seen yet, right? So there's layers behind that yet that we haven't even seen. I'll take a reading, Josh. All right, so we've got Enspree. Let's see here. All right, New York Debs. And Let's see here. Deepak Chopra? I don't think he's on the list. I would hope not. That'd be really bad. That'd be sad. If Deepak Chopra showed up on the list. Uh, all right, I'm just checking the chat here. Right. All right, Debs, you got it. He is. Deepak Chopra's on the list. And when there we go. But so he's now going his favor. That's what we're saying. Even I didn't know Deepak Chopra's on there. Damn it. Does Deepak Chopra? Fudge. The world. None of us are on it, right? But I heard he is. All right. So even your, we live on that rock. How many of us are? Jeez, oh Pete. All right. So Debs, let's see what we got here for you. Honestly, I honor my mom and dad for many reasons. Yeah, if I have to spin back around on planet Earth and do one specific, it'll have to be being a better son in the next lifetime for sure. I mean, hopefully we're not blocked by unknown trauma for 50 years that stopped me from being a good son. But yeah, favor honoring my parents, something. Ugh. Thank you, Josh. I feel blocked to meditate right now for a couple of weeks. I'm going inward a lot these days. Let's see what we got. DC has always. Well, now they wanting. What did he say? They're putting up he wants to put up something larger than the Arc de Triomphe in France. Trump does in DC, and the Arc de Trump is literally what he's going to call it. His ego thing's starting to get a little much, but yeah. Hi, Mystic John. What's going on, brother? John was in a haunted house yesterday. I did not get to watch it. I saw the title, but I did not get to watch it. You have to give. I think you're saying you have to go. Deepak Chopra, DC. Oh wow, is DC? Oh, figures. Deepak Chopra gave me a jump start to my spiritual path. I felt I discovered him. LOL. It's going to be interesting, guys. All right, so Debs, here's what's and you said you're having trouble here. Specifically, let's go backwards a bit here. Suzette, I'm older. I have to go acknowledge what went through to help others. So thank you, Josh. I'm feeling blocked. Meditate right now for a couple weeks. I'm going inward a lot. Focus. So you've lost your focus in some fashion. Perfect. So it says that you're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working towards what is. So we're going to start with that. So if you're having trouble meditating, there's some sort of lack of focus in some fashion. Something's inside your frame that's defocusing, right? How about the face card? We don't want that. So let's get another card. Bingo. Pay attention. That works. So it's asking you to pay attention, and we're not really sure what yet to pay attention to. But pay attention. You're being asked to pay attention, close attention to signs you're being given, both subtle and otherwise, that cannot be missed. These signs will help you to move forward. So what are you missing? There's a sign there in some fashion. So the next card then is protect. You're being asked to protect yourself. Is there some sort of energy? So maybe that's part of it. So you're losing focus. Is there something that's taking your energy? That's what I'm rolling into here. I can't send out proper love. I'm unhappy with me. So, and expand is the last card. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is not working for you. Expand. Not your waistline, right? So the question. Put the face card back in there. All right. So the question is focus. So did you shift focus? What's distracting your energy is what I'm getting here, Deb. Exactly. So I can't send out proper love if I'm unhappy with me. Well, yeah, but why? Where did you lose focus in some fashion, or are you focusing on the wrong things? That's the question, and only you can answer that. But where, and is your focus on the greater source field? If our focus is going to be on what's going on in the greater source field, that's we're going to be stuck. We get pulled into the larger energy. It's like gravity, right? We get pulled into that large, although they still don't know how gravity works. We get pulled into that larger energy, and then we get sucked in, and that's that. And then trying to get out of it, you're in the soup, right? And so you have to find your separate self again. So that's the question: is did you lose? Did we lose focus into? It's even with all this that's going on, you still have to stay and maintain. And the biggest thing is maintaining focus on yourself. In the spin here, all I can do is help dogs and cats. It's a gift. All I can do is help dogs and cats. It's a gift they cannot deny. Well, that's awesome. That's a great gift. We all have to have something on this planet, and being a an animal communicator and healer is amazing. You know, how many cats and dogs there are more people, cats and dogs, and people on this planet. So yeah, and generally speaking, so yeah, so that's amazing. But then that's the question: is where is your focus as well? What if you're having trouble meditating? Then what is your focus on? What are you focusing on, or are you unfocused? Meaning, are you just kind of like drifted energy at the moment? That I can't answer. And or did something, and I'm feeling it, something might have happened in your frame, in your universe, that knocked you out of focus. And who it is, I don't know. What they said, I don't know. But the feeling that something knocked you out of focus. So now it's asking you to pay attention, and paying attention more to yourself is what I'm feeling, because in order to refocus. But there's something where you got to re-spin back into your frame that I'm seeing. I do have my kitties. They need food and water regardless of how I am feeling. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then it's asking you to protect. So it's, let's see what we've got here. There are many deaths in the last month. Aha! So you have lost it. And my heart hurts. And feeling collective without trying. I feel settled with... I feel stifled with the collective even when I walk away. Okay. Understood. It's not easy to drop the collective. I'm going to bring in Saint Germain. Saint Germain, we are grateful that you are here. It is not easy when the collective is going through a mass trauma event like we are going through here on planet Earth, right? Where you are seeing and waking up. Your planet is ever so slowly being kicked in the teeth, right? That what has been hidden for centuries in some aspects is now coming to fruition on your planet, right? So the adrenochrome and all of the lies that you have had, the sexual abuse and the whatnot, and the 700,000 people disappearing from your continent every year and whatnot, these things are real. And what you are seeing is that they are really happened, and that your universe is not as, you're not staying stable or anything, but the planet that you are on is not as what you thought it might have been, right? The planet is, but the people running your planet are not who you might have thought they were, right? And so that's going to destabilize anybody's focus, generally speaking. If you are also having in favor Debs, to the family members that you may have lost over the past month or so, right? So if you are losing family members too, that is not going to work very well to keep your focus. So we send you love there as well. Best thing we can tell you is to turn off the news. We know what's going on at this point, right? And if Deepak Chopra is on the list or anybody else, it'll all hit us like bricks, right? Those who we had thought that we had put our trust in, right? How many of you are subscribed to the Chopra well on YouTube, right? And you are watching Deepak Chopra, and at the same time, he is doing this all behind your back, right? So the question is, are you better than Deepak? No, not in any aspect per se, but was his spirituality real? We cannot state anymore. So what you are finding is your teachers are false, right? They are living in false energies, and they are putting out false livings, right? So they are saying they are doing this, but they are doing that. They are saying to do this, but they do that, right? And they are saying that this is bad, but yet they are doing the same thing. The dish is running away with the spoon. Healing from all of this is not easy, and seeing all of this is not easy. So Debs, give yourself, what we are going to state here in this aspect is to be compassionate to yourself, right? Because you are seeing the greater source field as a bunch of BS, right? And they are lying. Those who are running the greater source field are lying about what is going on, right? And then you are losing family members, all that energy that is coming down upon you, so to speak. It might feel heavy in it. Understood. So it is your job then to what? Stand in your frame, to realize that you are okay. Stand in presence. If you take a moment, the only way to really get out of it is to stand in presence and circle in the presence of your universe for a moment and to look around. And if you are okay, right? Generally you are. Do you have some food? Yes. Do you have shelter? Yes. Do you have a bed to sleep in? Most likely, right? Can you take a shower if needed? Most likely. So if you are having all those things, then you are doing better than a lot on the planet already. So keeping focus on at least that you are okay, that you are safe, that you are good. Whether the planet is going haywire or not, right? You going haywire? There's now the opportunity for all of us individually to fix ourselves in order to create a better planet and to fix the energies on the planet, right? You are not part of those energies either, right? So keep that in mind, that you are only seeing and observing what your intellect and your intuition already told you was already going on in the first place, most likely. So the realization that what you had felt and thought is real is where the shockingness comes in, right? Like, oh crap, we really do live on this planet, or oh crap, this is all real. It's not easy, right? And it'll knock anybody out of focus, anybody out of centered meditation for a moment. But when you realize the only thing you can control is yourself, your universe, right? And by making yourself a best self, a better individual, right? A more human that is being, a more loving soul, right? A more kind soul, a more helpful soul, right? A more loving individual on this planet who can, with compassion, right? Then you can transcend that by helping the planet lift up instead of bringing it down by sitting and wallowing in those energies, right? Hopefully that helps. But it's far, when you are dealing with all of this, right, and your family's members that have passed as well, right, ground into the love that they had for you, ground into the memories that you have, and help them and ask them. They're not on this planet anymore, but they are with you, right? So you can ask them to help lift you up on the daily. We are calling in our guides and angels. Are you calling in your ancestors as well, right? And you are calling them in too if they are family members who have recently passed. Releasing transmission. Oof. And finicky about treats. What? New York Debs, my oldest girl is acting different this week. It has me worried. She was feral for 7 years and turned 17 this spring. And has never 17 and has never seen a vet. Well, she's doing better than any dog cat that's generally seen a vet. Holy cow! Try an immune paste or treat. Barley cat is a good one. It's about their gut too. This is true. I have an 18-year-old kitty who only got spayed, then no vet. She loves licking coconut oil and silver water. There you go. Silver water is good. Nano silver, not. Yeah, nanoparticulated silver is there you go. MLife.com, a silver product I've used. Yeah, I use nano silver occasionally. Not as often as I should, but it's right over there, big container of nano silver. All right. Hopefully that helps. But favor there, Debs. It's not easy with what's going on. Everybody's losing focus in some fashion, right? All right. Does anybody have anybody else want to jump in there? Is that colloidal silver? Well, colloidal silver is bigger. I don't recommend colloidal. I recommend nanoparticulate silver. Colloidal silver is that's electrocuted silver in water. Essentially, you electrify the silver and you put it in a water base, and then the silver particles, right? But you get nanolized is smaller. And so if you do too much colloidal silver, you end up turning green. You end up screws with your body. But nanoparticulated silver in a nanoparticle size doesn't do that. And so you can take as much as you want. You don't have to worry about overdosing on it or anything else. And exactly, colloidal silver and nano silver, kind of the same idea, but nano silver works much better. Like for cuts and stuff, like the military will use a gelled nano silver. They carry it with them. Everybody does. They get it. It's part of your backpack. So if you cut, or if you have to put your hand on a bleeder, you put the nano silver on, and it sterilizes your hand. That's the only thing that helped me get better after 6 months of sickness in 19. Yeah, nano silver. We are not a medical channel here. Before I say anything, we're not giving medical advice. We do not or disseminate medical advice on this channel. I am not a doctor. Please consult your doctor. Your results may vary, and so forth. But yes, and nano silver for sure is Hit the, thanks, Josh. You hit the nail right on the head. Thank you, Debs. I didn't see that. Grateful. Um, yeah, nano silver can cure things that they won't let you know. Like high dose vitamin C can cure things cancer that they won't let you know about. Um, exactly. So if you have C and you take high dose vitamin C, then you may not have need to take high dose vitamin C after a while. If you get what we're saying here, and yeah, if you use nano silver on top of that, exactly. But nano silver will cure a lot of things. But again, we are not a doctor and we do not give medical advice, and I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Exactly. But yeah, if you get a cut, for example, nano silver, right? Watch what happens. But I am out of Virginia, and no snow at the moment. Woohoo! So if you're out of Virginia, are you going south or north? If you're going north, you'd be in DC. DC. If you're going south, then you're in North Carolina. So, or if you're going east, well, if you're going west, I should say, then you'd be in West Virginia, maybe. She's in West by God, Virginia. West by God, Virginia. Holly, ooh, favor. The in the holler there. Um, all right, guys. Does anybody else want a reading? Cards or anything? I can do so. West by God. And anybody remember the history? I don't know why we have a West versus though Virginia be huge, right? Can you imagine how large Virginia would be if you added in West Virginia and it was like one state? I know that they divided, but yeah. West by God. D3 and K2 magnesium and the potassium no kidding, K2, yeah, if you're taking D3 without K2, then the D3 is going to sit in your bones, right? And you don't want to no, you don't want it to absorb in your bones, not like that. Wild and wonderful. Oh, there we go. Confederate, yeah, that's okay. So Confederacy versus just like that. I mean, literally that close. I was in okay, Karen Suki, you got it. Thank you. It's yeah. I mean, the chat keeps moving, and so it's kind of hard to care. All right, let's get a different deck here. First, oh, why does Isis want to talk to Karen? Isis wants to talk to you, so we're going to pull up a card, Karen. All right, it's time me to fan the deck out too. There it is. All right, Karen's card. All right, so for Karen, we have a proper burial for freedom. I don't know. We'll find out. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Sounds like a movie, right? Lord of the Dead. So a proper burial for freedom. So let's go alphabetically here. Oh, we're in the P's. Oh, there we go. Proper burial for freedom. All right, sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs to the world of death must be released. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to what is no longer serves us, which is better left to die. So it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow this to happen. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be happy and free. So what are you needing to release there? And is it something physical, or is it energetics, or is it a thought or a pattern? We'll find out. But there's something that needs to be released. And now Kuan Yin wants to come in. So you're getting the ladies here today. And all right. So Karen, what does Kuan Yin have to state? That. The threshold. At the threshold you stand, before you lies the way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love that you are coming home to. So what's about to shift in your universe there, Karen? Hang on. We'll do a channeling here, but the Divine Masters cards. We're going to do a 3-card spread here and see what we got. Shiva. Karmic release. The end of a cycle. Debts are paid. Choose your destiny. So there you go. So Shiva's at the bottom. So, like I say, something's about to shift. in Karen's universe here. And I know Karen had said she hadn't been out in 8 years in this, and we understand all that, but I have a feeling something is shifting in Karen's universe. I don't know, but do it for me. Let's see what we got. We're going to do this one more shuffle here. I have things I want to try, but need to release some shite first, it seems like. Do you really need to release the shite, or do you just need to get out of your own way? Kind of the same thing, but a little bit different. If there's something that you want to do, and I know that you had mentioned it before. It had been mentioned a few times before that there's something big that you wanted to do. And you got something percolating, so to speak. So let's see what we got. A lot of it's just hang on, let me see. Un, dos, and tres. All right, so we'll do standard 3 cards and the energy thereof, which seems to be my deal here, and see what we got. All right. Wow. All right. If you're gonna do something here, are you ready? I don't pull the cards. The cards pull themselves, right? I'm just a transceiver, right? Spiritual calling, Michael, and faith. So there you gotta have faith. So spiritual calling. So what are you wanting to do there, Bon? What are you looking to do there, Karen? Let's go to Bonnie. Karen and Bonnie, safe drives there through West Virginia as you rolling through the mountains there. Hopefully no snow in West Virginia. Spiritual calling, divine protection, a breakthrough moment. What are you looking to do there, Karen? You had mentioned before that you had something that spiritual that you had percolating. This is not in this, but a while ago I'd seen in the chats and whatnot. And so I'm curious. Yeah, it's an amazing card. So whatever you're looking to do there, and of course, burying the old you, and you're on the threshold. So that's right, the delineation point. You're like right there, right? So what is it, Lady Venus? I'm your fire, I'm your desire. And not the razor, right? Every time but yeah, call to action, power struggle, call to action. What are you trying to? There's something that you want to do there, but why are you spinning in your own? You're spinning in your own self about doing it, whatever it is. Earth mission. I don't make it up. Earth mission. So. Here we go. Kuan Yin came in to bring some grace, right? And center card, too. Enlightened action. So, yeah, there's nothing here telling you just whatever this is that Karen wants to do. Everybody's screaming, do it, right? Enlightened action, Kuan Yin. It's going to bring in some grace, too. Venus is my ruling planet, so even better. Lady Venus. So choose compassion, move forward with grace. Although she's in Australia, that'd be hard. But to move forward, though, and accept the grace that Kuan Yin is bringing into your universe. And I have a feeling we know who's going to be channeled. All right. Vajiragani. We don't channel Vajiragani at all. But transcending fear. And whatever you're doing, looking to do, probably has some... And anything that we have in our hearts that we want to do, generally there's always a twinge of fear to do it. But it's if you step past the fear. I didn't step past the fear that one day of doing good dunning, especially the first one in a park, no less. Yeah, we wouldn't be sitting here. You wouldn't be sitting here either. So. Facing fears, fearlessness, embracing your power. So snap, right? Snap. I got the power. So yeah, there you go. Venus depths. I feel like spring will be different this weather, killing my body and effects a lot. Don't even like talking about it because it reminds me of well, if you talk about what's causing the effect, yeah, then you're talking about what's wrong. Always fear. Those are amazing cards. All right, so Kuan Yin here for Karen number 500 Suki. You are the 500th subscriber to this channel. So what does that mean? You are in balance. You are right in the center. Kuan Yin is asking you, Karen, to stay in that center. What are you looking to do? There is something that you had mentioned before, and it is now obvious that this is something that you should be doing. It is only our fears that stop us. When we get a download to do something, if you are not doing it, then you are missing your calling. You are not listening to your highest self, right? So it is up to you to stand in your fears, which aren't real, to stand in the energies that bring you down, that make you feel small when you are not, because you are the same energy as everything else. You are the source of yourself. So if you are your own source energy, then what are you centering your energy at there? So Karen, whatever you are looking to do, you are definitely supported, and Kuan Yin is bringing in her grace for you. Why are you scared? What is the fear? If nothing works out, then nothing happens, right? But if you don't try, then nothing happens anyways. But if it works out, then you have made a change to your universe. So stand in that energy. Realize that you are loved, and whatever you are doing, you have a world of support here for it. And that you will be backed, not only by myself, because I will bring in the grace, but you are backed, because this is your calling. So what does your heart say, and why would you go against it? Releasing. All right, so and she's there. Kuan Yin's here. If you have a question, she can ask her directly. But she's saying to step past your fears. It's your fears that slow you down. And if you didn't have these fears, you'd already be in a different universe already. But it's your fears that keep. Hang on. She wants to say this. Kuan Yin, I want to say this in my voice through Josh for you. It is your fears that are keeping you small. It is your fears that's keeping your universe locked down. It is your fears that are your plague, so to speak. If you can see what is causing those fears and unpack them, you will see a new universe. Kuan Yin, releasing. Whew. There we go. Karen, if you want to know how many cards worked well with Josh's read, how my cards work. Yeah, throw them out there. Nonetheless. So Karen, and you can be part of the, as a matter of fact, who knows, maybe we'll do something a little even more different, right? But Tina, yeah, if you want to put the cards out there, that would be great. I felt it. Whatever you're looking to do, Karen, know this, if nothing else. You got everybody here who would support you. Everybody on Victor's channel who would support you. And everybody on out there, right? Everybody else who's out there who has a channel and whatnot would support the living crap out. Whatever you are looking to do, and we have no idea what it is, but it might be YouTube. I think it's YouTube related. We're all here to support each other and lift each other up. And if you were to do something, whatever it is, I'd be amazed and proud and honored to be a part of that. So whatever it is, I would like to hear what it is, especially, yeah, let's see what you got, please. We'll take a moment here. Tina pulls cards as well, and maybe we'll have Tina on one day to pull cards with us. But yeah, I would know. You would have beyond the amount of support, and of course, I mean, I'm just up the street if you needed anything. I support you wholly, and you know that. You know that you can even call. You got my number. If anything were to happen and you get out there and you're stuck, you know, if you don't call me, I'll be. You have more support than you realize, sister. Yes, we all support you, so feel free to share. You may be able to help depending on our experiences. Exactly. All right, Ace Swords. Ace of Swords. Lack of idea. Relevant misinformation. Blocked communication. Clouded judgment. Redirect. Wait for the next one, though, because this is what is going on behind you. Scotty Boy, welcome. We're pulling cards in Oracle if you want one. Tina pull cards. I just did a reading for, and a channeling for, wait, there we go, for Karen. And now Tina's pulled cards as well. She pulls cards. And so she pulled cards for Karen. And so we're putting out what the cards were. I saw that Karen, and we all know that Karen's been on the chats here and there talking about this idea that's been percolating in her universe, and so all the cards, including Kuan Yin, came out and told her that enlightened action, light activation, transcending fear, and spiritual calling. So Archangel Michael came out and said that your spiritual calling. So we're seeing what we got from Tina for Karen. Hope that the ladies and you are doing well. So number 2, wands. Charting a course, opportunity, visualization, discovery. Get ready. Future planning, consider options and decisions. So yeah, so your past, now your present is to get ready. So put it together, right? Exactly. So it's your job now to get it together. But really, that's going to be up to you, Karen. But the universe screams, do we answer? That's the question. And my universe has screamed a bunch of stuff that I've not answered. And that's not good, right? Because then that's when you miss things. Opportunities, tower moments, and whatnot. So yeah, favor. And then we have the third card, which we will see in a moment. We have attainable dreams, one step at a time. All of our dreams are attainable. They wouldn't be our dreams, right? It's our traumatized bodies. It's our lack of feeling worthy of anything that we smash them down. And that ain't gonna. And we see them as harder than they are, right? Thank you, amazing Karen. Thank you, amazing. Is there a third card there? Number 3. There it is. Wands. Where's number 2? Oh wait, 2 wands. It's like 2 of wands. There we go. Was there a number 2? Did I miss something? Ace of swords. Okay, so we have 2 cards. There should be a third card. All right, so we should get a third card. But all of our dreams are generally all of our dreams are drinkable. Well, if you're dreaming about maybe you want a big bottle of like a bottle of Pappy's, or maybe you got this $300 scotch on your mind. I'm gonna tell you, I was at Saul's liquor in a store the other day. I wasn't in a liquor store, but it had liquor, right? And they had a $9,999 bottle of single malt, like Irish. I was like 40 years old or something stupid. So yeah, you $10,000 maybe is something to drink, right? 9 of Cups. Are you tripping? Yeah, 9 of Cups is that's a favor, right? Emotional fulfillment completely. That's like the Cancer card. Cancers are never totally emotionally fulfilled because we're Cancers, right? So the 10 of Cups is in our high card. It's the 9 of Cups as a Cancer. So yeah, that's fire. Yeah, I know you're not Cancer, but just as. So yeah, Karen. All right. So yeah, fire. So all right. So Karen, whatever you're looking to do there, we're grateful. We're going to be grateful to see it in the not too distant future. Hopefully, favor. 9 cups. You pulled this in their past. Yeah, she pulled the 9 of Cups for me. The last time we did this, when it was I got the 9 of Cups. She got the Chariot and the 9 of Cups, which are both Cancer cards, right? So the Chariot is the movement forward, and then the 9 of Cups is what you're moving towards, right? 10 of Cups, Cancers always look for. There's always something missing in a Cancer. It's just going to be the case. Even if you're a billionaire and everything's perfect, Cancers never reach a 10. Generally, never reach total satiation. There's always something missing. But that's why it's a 9 of Cups. I never remember what gets pulled when I go into a bit of a trance. But yeah, you pulled the Chariot and the 9 of Cups for me. And we get the 9 of Cups for Karen. Karen, I can't wait to see whatever you're looking to do there, beautiful soul. And if you need any help, I'm right down yonder street, even if it's just a text and some technical questions. We're here for you. So if anybody else, Suzette, anybody else want a card pulled, reading, channeling of any sort? Have anything they want to ask the guides or anything? Otherwise we will. I watch evolutionary astrology. I've never heard of evolutionary astrology. I like astrology. Pam Gregory is really good. But yes, please. Okay, Suzette, we can do that. All right, so we're going to pull cards for Suzette as well. And they're grateful. All right, so first card is Kuan Yin's in my hands. What am I doing? I'm using Kuan Yin. All right. You got this, Karen. All right, so let's put Kuan Yin back. Pull Kuan Yin. And we'll put Isis back here. Kuan Yin. All right, let's see what we get for Suzette. The gates of heaven. All right, so. All right, so there's the back of the card. Looks like the tower, sort of. The gates of heaven. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they do better to hide from it instead of moving towards it. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconstitutional or unconditional. There we go. It's hard to read this because the light's over here, so there's no light behind me, so it's kind of shadowed. Unconditional love in our hearts. So we pray for the good that all creatures deserve. So there we go. So yeah. So why are you blocking? What's the deal? Are you finding unconditional love? Or are you blocking it? That's the question. And let's find out here. So we're going to. Where is the card deck? So let's get another deck out here. I really have no idea what evolutionary astrology is, but I have a new interest in Vedic. Yeah, I've heard a lot of lately about Western astrology, but Vedic, absolutely. All right, there we go. You block, of course. We all do to an extent. Let's get real. A lot of us, we're healing. We're all healing from some. Right, so we've all blocked ourselves. Not worthiness. That could be my middle name, Josh Not Worthy. Right, but I am now. But like back in the day, that's all I was not worthy. All right, so let's shuffle off against the cards here and see what we got. This is the Hero's Journey deck, and we're gonna see what is being blocked. All right, so the bottom card for Suzette, Dream Redirection. And then we'll take top three. Un, dos, tres. All right, card number 30 or 3. Dream Redirection. Re-dream this situation. So let's see what we're re-dreaming here. So what? Did you misfire? Did you try to set something up and it didn't work? Let's see what we've got. I'm lucky. I've never had that feeling of being unworthy. There you go, Scotty. Yeah, that's a hellacious feeling. I don't feel it too much anymore. I will get spaces like that. But yeah, most of my life, like 99% of it, I didn't feel worthy for anything. There were days, worthy, like, when they say make yourself small, right? Exactly. Entire days, weeks, even in a house, you wouldn't see me. I'd just be sitting, hiding out in the basement, what have you. Oh yeah, unworthiness and ooh, yeah, been a fight. But that's now I know why. That's a lot of it though. Is when you feel these things, you don't know. We don't know why, right? So why am I unworthy? Well, I know why I felt unworthy now. What happened to two? But now I can go past it. But for 50 years, I had no idea why I didn't feel worthy, and so I would make sure unworthy things happen. Right, last person picked. I would not go to things. I would do things most of my life that proved I was unworthy. Absolutely. Yeah, it was not fun. Holy hell, actually. But 16. So you're in great company, Suzette. Pull back to pull forward. So 16, 1 is you and 6 is love, right? Note the love there. Or you could call it 7, but that's a lucky number. But we're seeing it 16. All right, so number 12, say yes to your higher calling. Be a human explanation mark. So Suzette. So you basically it's making well, I'm getting the picture here. Let me see the last card, and we'll put this together here. I'm sorry you went through that. It's not. Thank you. I appreciate it. But here's the thing, and this is what's crazy, guys. Whatever we go through, and here's what's wacky about all of us, right? Whatever the crap that we've gone through as kids and early adults and teenagers, and what, when it's in you, when you're standing in, you don't know any different. That's the thing. I didn't know that unworthiness was. People would ask me, "Why do you treat yourself that way?" But I didn't know there was any other way to treat myself. I didn't know any other emotion. I didn't know there. I never felt worthy, so I didn't know worthy exists. I didn't understand people running around feeling worthy, right? All I understood in my frame was unworthiness, right? And so when people say you sure put yourself down, I couldn't even see that because that's just how my entire universe, as far back as I can ever recall, I never felt worthy and never had anything, and then created situations actually to create that. That was one of my trauma patterns. And so, but you don't know these things until you do. But you don't realize. Yeah, you can be sorry, but if you're depressed your entire life and you've never felt happiness, you wouldn't know what you're not missing happiness. You know you might be missing something, but you don't know what happiness feels like, so you can't really miss it. It's weird. Like right, if you're born with one arm, you don't know what it feels like to have two, so you just deal with it. One with the sun. Be the light, Suzette. Number 5. So there you go. Be the light. So if we put this together here. Dream redirection. So that's asking you to shift in what you're looking to do. Realize though that you are in great company. You're your great company, but we love you too, right? But you're your great company. Say yes to what you're looking to do, but you have to shift. It's asking you to reshift your energy, redirect your energy into. This is your now. This is the middle card, right? 1, 2, and 3. So your now is to shift into your higher calling, whatever that is. Say yes to it, whatever that is you're looking to do. And we don't know what that is, but there's something that you're looking to do, and we can feel it. And once you're there, just stand in it. Be that light. But what are you looking to do, Suzette? On point. Thank you. But what do you... Saint Germain for Suzette. What are you looking to do, Miss Colombo? What are you trying to create? And if you are trying to create right now, you have created what? You have asking you to redirect your energies, right? Because there's a 12 in here. Your higher calling is asking for you, and it's right in your now. It's right in your frame. So do you have anything you want to ask Saint Germain about that? Otherwise, it's just you getting off your Hillary Duff, right? Obviously, you are taking care of mom, so in between. But what are you looking to create and bring to this universe now that you are centering up is the question. So we love you. And we are looking forward to seeing what Suzette can bring to this planet, right? We love you. All right, so what are you looking to bring, energy? What are you looking to bring into into your frame, Suzette? It's obviously something kind of big, and we can feel it. But they're asking you to redirect your energies first. Sit down and write this. Saint Germain, put it on paper, what you are looking to do. Write it out. Stick it on the wall and read it every morning. Releasing. There you go. So she's asking, Saint Germain's asking you to write out what you're looking to create. And he just added this, I am worthy, across the top of it, and then stick it to the wall. And every morning when your feet hit the ground, read it out loud, or read it to yourself first. There we go. The hardest job is caregiving, that's for sure. Yes, absolutely. Favor. My dad's girlfriend's his caregiver. I've watched my dad give care to his girlfriend. And yeah, favor. Anybody who has to give care to anybody means that you're taking care from yourself. And so that's giving of yourself. And for that alone, you get props. Anybody gets props for having to basically divide their energy up and then leave it divided for a higher love that benefits us all. She has an easy way about her. Has an easy way about her. But yeah. All right, guys. So Suzette, hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, you can ask, and anybody might jump in and channel there. But yeah, favor. But you've got this. Whatever you're looking to create, there's a couple of you guys out there on the verge. But it's literally what I'm seeing is, and what Saint Germain wants to scream is, once you get past yourselves, is what he's saying, and can find that free space. What you are, both of you guys, Karen and Suzette, whatever you guys are looking to create is going to be pretty awesome. But yeah, it's getting past, and it's not easy. I mean, Not at all. All right, Scotty. That reminds me of a Geritol. Oh my God, I'm seeing Geritol. Is that still? Um, is Geritol still something that's made? I don't know. But yeah, favor. And you know what? Instead of watching the news, maybe watch a movie. I don't know, guys, but yeah, all the craziness that's going on, it's just gonna get crazier, right? It has to. But what's cool is that we are already working on centering ourselves. So the craziness, while the craziness will spin, we can stand in our frames, right, as solid individuals. Realize, because we all knew that this was going to happen, right? It had to happen at some point. That the apocalypse, right, the great unveiling, had to occur, and we're sitting in it, and so not letting it drag us down, but standing in our frames and stomping over top. Jared, that's how long it's been for TV. What for Tina? Yeah, I haven't seen TV since 2014, so I don't know. Other than like, I've watched, like Amazon Prime or something, but like movies. But what do they say? Average person sees like 1,000 advertisements. I see zero. I can go a day and see zero advertisements. Like and hear zero too. So which is nice. I'm bombarded by no advertising, unless a bus drives by with advertising or something. Generally speaking, same. Turned off my TV and yeah. So we're about the same. So Scotty, yeah, exactly. I can tell you. You know what's crazy is and causation is not correlation, but some people get a kick out of it. The moment Trump walked off stage from his first, I am grateful I won the presidency campaign, the first time in 2014, that's when I turned off my TV. He walked off stage and I turned off the TV and went in my bedroom, never turned it back on. And it's not because of Trump, but it's kind of funny though. I love hearing everyone's readings as they often apply to myself. That's part of the energy too, right? I mean, it's not also telling you to get over it's telling me as well, right? And a lot of our situations, because that's how this works, it's in a lot of ways the same, right? I've got to get creative here if I'm going to get out of here, and I got to start doing it kind of faster than I am. So yeah, same deal. Or you'll be seeing good dawning from my car at some point, and we don't want that, right? Live from my home, rolling around the country. Cancel that, but you get the idea. So we don't want that. The collective is in sync for sure. Right now, the collective's under a massive spell. To be honest, they're those who are awake can see have been waiting for this moment and awake just aware. How's that? Have been waiting for this moment to see Noam Chomsky on the list and Deepak Chopra on the list of people who've been to Fantasy Island. Exactly. I didn't know Deepak Chopra. That's a bust in the gut. But again, we don't really know, and I'm going to only state this, and I'm not trying to pull him out of the fire or anything, but we don't know what happened at the house. We'll leave it at that. But he could have gotten disgusted and left, right? Just as well. But I'm guessing that everybody on that list, though, is the "We Gotcha" list, right? Hey, we gotcha. Now you work for us, right? That list. Exactly. So. Exactly. Crazy. Wouldn't be so bad if you had a van. Well, that could be living in a van down by the river, right? Living in a van down by the river, theoretically. But yeah, with Chris Farley. But yeah, Scotty, it's where he's staying. I'm in the basement for the moment. So yeah, I gotta get a little more alacrity this year. So as of this week or next week, like the next job, we shift down, right? Now we're going into Walmart, grocery stores, gas stations, because we gotta get alacrity this year. It's gotta start bringing, if favor. So, but you know what's weird though? I've never been totally able. I've noticed, much as I've tried here, and I'm back here, and I'm wondering why the universe looped me back here. Because the 5 years that I was here prior, I was never really able to ground into anything. Nothing. Like I met people, but they never stuck. And part of it's me, I know that, but part of it's like, what's going on here? Karen, it's no picnic in a camper, so just do some short trips if you can. What are we missing here? Wouldn't be so bad if you had a van. I feel I missed out for living out of a van for a while up and down the coast. If I had a van, then yeah, van life, I'd be all right. I could do that. DoorDash through the van, survive. You could do all right, actually. But I don't have a van. If anybody wants to van life me, I would. I ran around like 2020 with the motto of box in a truck. But, that hasn't come up. You know, box in a truck. Or even towing a trailer, a little trailer, and then a truck, right? And then you can park the trailer and drive around, right? But so box in a truck would be perfect. Or van life, either one. Exactly. I applied for a company that does van life, but I did not get the job. But that's okay. But yeah, they converted Mercedes vans into livable vans, but the off road. So they like jacked up the suspension and put knobby tires on a Mercedes van. But yeah, I would do that. Not a problem. Now, granted, van life is cool. You just gotta be careful where you park and stuff. Like in most of the a lot of California, you can't. You gotta be careful where you're parking. Same in Denver now as well. So they'll mark you for being vagrant, right? Loveland, Colorado, just they just made it illegal to even sit outside for more than a few hours. So in the same spot. So who knows? But yes, you just gotta be careful. But Walmart parking lots are always great. But yeah, if I did one though, I'd want it to be stealthy, right? Like a van, like make it like Bob's Plumbing on the outside, and then on the inside it'd be like a stealth van, and so you just think of it as like just somebody's work van instead of like a camper. That would be the coolest. I need a physical address unless I had a partner with me. Yeah, I mean I'm a Cancer, so as long as I have some place that I consider my home. Right now, I don't have any place. This isn't my home. I'm a guest, and I'm grateful. But yeah, it leaves me in a bit as a Cancer of a discombobulation. But did do the camper thing, a small one through Yellowstone and Idaho. Fly fish to Salmon River. How awesome! Down through the redwoods. See, that's the stuff. But one day at a time, we'll see what happens here, right? Exactly. I don't know anything. All right, guys. Well, we'll take it to 2 hours. This will be the longest good dawning ever here. I'm an Aries, and I don't need no stinking. My mother's an Aries too. She's the fiery side of Aries, right? Don't need no stinking badges. Don't need no stinking address. Well, yeah, I mean, I need something somewhere to receive some sort of mail, but that sounds like heaven. There you go. So are you the Aries? So do you get that fiery side of you all of a sudden? It's like don't mess with David Banner sort of deal, and you turn into the Hulk, or is it? Are you the calm? There's two different sides to Aries, right? There's the calm side, the calm rational, and then like my mother, I love her, but she has that fiery side too as an Aries, and not in a negative, but you want to get something done, get an Aries with the fiery side like my mom, and you'll get it done real fast, right? I need a home base. It's how same here. I would need a home of some sort, even if it's a friend, some sort of home base, because then I feel really out there, right? And the longer you go without an apartment or something contracted underneath you, the harder it is to generally cancel that. But you know the idea. Why did you not have an apartment for 6 months or a year or 2 years? I was driving around in my truck, but yeah, I used to be all fire. Yeah, favor. But yeah, that's the cool thing about Aries. It's if you need somebody to punch some energy real fast and then jump right back into center, you get an Aries involved, and it's like, all right, don't let me unleash this Aries friend of mine on you. Exactly. I wouldn't want to live that way for Europe. Scotty, your heart showing, and that is good. It's awesome. Scotty's got a humongous heart. Scotty's got a bigger heart than you would even. Wow, Scotty's heart's amazing. It really is. And I've seen it. All right, guys. Let's close this out with a group hug here, but grateful. All right, so tomorrow is Saturday, and why not? So we'll do good dawning tomorrow on Saturday. So we will have a Saturday good dawning, more of a shoot the shit session and hang out. And if anybody wants to discuss with the guides, we can even pull cards for you guys if anybody has any burning desires. Scotty's, yeah. I met Scotty on Arwayne Steiger years ago. We never really talked, but I don't know why. He's here now. I felt his energy. He disappeared for a while on Arwayne Steiger for a couple of months. I think Chloe picked this up. I was the only one in all of those to like literally go like, is Scotty okay? Where's he at? And so I asked directly to Chloe, and then 2 years, a year and a half later, here he is. On our yeah, so I picked up the energy the moment I was like, wait a minute, who is this guy? But I felt it already when I was watching Arlene Steiger. There's a few of them there, but most of them aren't there. A few of them. But yeah, grateful. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just grateful. I don't know. All right, guys. So we will pick this up tomorrow in the dawning. Today at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock East Coast. No, 4 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock my time. Yeah, 3 my time, 5 East Coast. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Hershey will be live 5, 4, 3, 2 with Friday fixtures, I believe, and maybe about unboxing, so you can check that. Keep your bells lit. Who else is live today? Just Victor, as far as I know. It's Friday. Max Headroom. Max might be live with Vision with Max. Remote viewing. There we go. Max remote viewing with Max. Thank you. But yeah. Hershey at 5 o'clock East Coast, 4 o'clock her time Central, 3 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock West Coast. There we go. We live in too large a country. This country's huge, right? It's like generally if you're like, all right, if you're like living in like Europe, right? I'm gonna move out. All right, see you. I'm moving to the other side of the country now. And it's like, all right, I'll see you. And then it's like a 3-hour drive to just go visit, like 4 hours. It's like no big deal, right? But no, not here. All right, we're gonna go visit our son across the other side of the country. It'll take 5 hours to drive there. Not here. So yeah, you're crazy. So yeah, it's 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Exactly. All right, guys, let's close this out with a group hug. Left arm up to the person to your left. Right arm up to the person to your right. And we take our heart chakra out of our left hand here, and we send our heart energy and our love through and around the circle to each and every one of us. And as I send my love to each and every one of you, and you're sending your love to each and every one of us, our hearts combine as we spin faster and faster, kind of like the Large Hadron Collider in Europe. And as we smash our atoms and our heart energy faster and faster in the one big heart, we take that love and we connect it like a reverse tornado, ka-ching, up to the greater source field. And we see everybody in the greater source field in love and peace. And we see everybody here in love and peace as well. And we see everybody today and this weekend not really ignoring, but centering themselves on themselves and taking the energy of what's going on in this planet at the moment and putting it to the left so that they can stand in their frame and create their own universes. We see each and every one of us understanding what's going on and realizing that this is the apocalypse, so to speak, and that the light has to come into the dark at some point in order for the universe to change. But we use that energy to what? Propel ourselves to create change within ourselves as well. We choose not to sit and stew in the sad energies and the lower energies of what's going on this planet. We choose not to sit and stew on who is or is not on certain lists. And we choose not to sit or stew in the overall energies that are pulling this planet in certain directions. We decide instead, we choose instead in order to create our own universes by standing strong in ourselves, by realizing that the only way to really help the planet is to help ourselves by creating our lives as best we can, by being our highest and best selves, and by standing in that energy. We see each and everybody choosing to do the same and realizing that in order to heal the planet, each and everybody must individually heal themselves first. We see Mother Gaia, of course, with no X's or O's in her skies, and of course no forever chemicals or plastiques in her waters and soils. Favor. And with that, we close out by saying hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be. Sealed with love. All right. Short, sweet, and to the point. All right, guys. I'm through Maryland into PA. Still no snow. Wow, you're already... Yeah, I guess you only have to do that stupid sliver of West Virginia there, the little wee part that sticks up, right? That little sliver. And then, yeah, so now you're in Maryland. Through Maryland. Wow, so yeah, you just did you like punched 3 states and the whole time we're... All right, so while we've been sitting here, Bonnie's gone from Virginia to West Virginia to Maryland to Pennsylvania. That fast. So there you go. So, favor to your travels there, Bonnie, and safe and favored driving and travels, and hee-hoo. Moving right along, for loose and fancy free. Getting there is half the fun, so share it with me. There you go. So there you go, Bunny. Favor. All right, guys. Much love and favor. Have an amazing Friday, and I will see you tomorrow in the dawning. We will have good dawning tomorrow on Saturday. Why not? And I don't have anything planned other than the DoorDash. Otherwise, so yeah. Thank you for keeping us company, Bonnie. We love you. Safe drive there. Seriously, may there be no snow. May the roads be clear. And may your path be sunny and beautiful. And of course, law enforcement free too. Better set an alarm for Saturday. I'm just looking forward to what you're doing, Karen. What's Karen doing? She's got it's like this Karen's secret project. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, slivers of Maryland and West Virginia. But yeah, you gotta love it, right? So yeah, you did 4 states in the whole time we've done good dunning here. That's crazy. Time to FaceTime with friends. I do that when I'm driving. I did that. You want to see where I'm driving, and then we can hang on the road, and put them out the window. Like it's like somebody sitting in your passenger seat, right? Finally, got the road to myself. Oh, awesome! All right, guys, have an amazing day. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. And keep your bells on for Hershey there. She may do an unboxing and, of course, live. And otherwise, guys, I will see you tomorrow or in the next. Love you. Thanks, guys.